I think I've yeah, no, it's like, did they tell you?
When you were there.
Well, I was like a week after, but like, you know, like. So like, okay, Thursday, well, I would have like. And it's Friday. I still had that bad.
You got it covered.
Yeah. Oh, look yeah, I didn't think it's for the last one. So like, I should say thank you. But that's all.
Well, for him, to get 10 for you watch.
Usually on this year I'm a little worried.
No, I don't know.
Okay.
Oh, I had to jump on the other link, but it's up now. Yes. Okay. No, it's up now. Oh, no, just get out of there right now. Okay, and it should. So check and see. Hit the button.
He has to be, he's not been at the week one, so he has to be matched. So he is not, there's no bond set, no lawyer, because it's, he had an at-large warrant. Okay. Huh? Oh. You don't need this.
No, you
I
can.
got my notes. Okay. All right.
I just looking at it. You've never made an offer or anything, right?
No, 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 no.
So I don't understand. We're hearing or we have it on this.
I don't know. I guess it's the recommission.
No, it just says the commitment. So what is this about? I guess it's for a civil commitment. All right. So this is what I want you to do. Have a Zoom hearing schedule and schedule it with the AG's office and this person. And so schedule it before then.
It's another one, Jess?
Yes.
Oh, I'm sorry, I'm sorry.
Yes.
If you can we approach on that restitution issue on this particular, just for some guidance from the court?
Yes. So my understanding, what I received with regards to the restitution is I'm being told that the restitution has been paid. Could everyone please whisper? Mr. Cano, could you whisper? That's okay.
Oh, sure.
Yeah. No problem. If you want to have them move him to the back row, I'm sure the deputies will do it for you. So what I was told was that he's actually paid off all his restitution. And there's some issue with this $2,000 because I received an email from probation saying he owes like, I don't know, $2,000. I'll just say approximately $2,700. But my understanding was that it had been paid, but there's something wrong with the way it's been inputted. So has the $2,700 been paid or no?
So, Your Honor, there's a lot of issues with this case, if I may just briefly. The restitution for both of the cases total was $85,599. USAA paid off an amount of $74,465. So my client would have still owed $11,134.17. But he's paid about $33,000 over the 10 years of his own monies towards probation. When I did the fees off these two cases, those total fees were $8,486. And then I took that plus the $11,000 he still owed, which is an amount of $19,620. It looks like my client might have overpaid $13,000. However, when I took the $13,000, there was 3 other cases that had court costs of $528. So it needs to be 13 minus those other $528 court costs, but I don't have him owing anything. I don't know how it was divvied up, but from what I see from the payments, which I have, they're like his records of payments that he's made in here, with the lump sum of USAA paying.
So have you all conferred with probation to see where the monies went and to see actually how much he owed? Let's start with what's the total amount he owed in court costs and fines? And then let's find out how much he owed in restitution. Because my concern is whether or not the restitution has been paid. And to make things easier, if you show exactly how much he's paid in total, and we know how much he owed in total from the very beginning, and let's see what's left.
Your Honor, I have that.
All
So,
right, but have you
yes,
spoken with probation?
they're still saying that there's over 2,000 in restitution.
All right, so look like everybody's gonna put their math caps on today. So here's my first question from both sides. How much did he owe in fines and fees? And that includes the court costs and everything for all cases. What was the total?
So I had the 8,486 for the 2 that are up on the MTR.
No. This is what I want to know. So fines, fees, court costs, not including restitution. What was the total amount he owed for all cases?
So it's going to be 8,486 plus 528 times 3.
All right, probation, the $528 times 3 cases. Is that correct?
The court cost for these 528, 4 is 528, 412 is 528, 110 is 528.
So that's $528 times 3.
No, I did times 3 on the The 8,486 includes court costs and supervisory fees and all of that on the two MTR.
Okay, so this is what I want to know. I want everybody to pay attention to me. On all of the cases that he had, fines, court costs, supervision fees, everything except restitution, what was the total amount to this point in time today, June 16th, should he have paid? Just total. And I know everyone went to law school, so they wouldn't have to do math, but guess what? We're doing math today, people. And so everyone out there, when you want to ask your teacher, why am I doing algebra? Why am I doing basic math? I'm never going to need it. You will always need it.
So Your Honor, the amount I'm getting for all of them is $10,070.
All right, now probation, if you can check and see if your total is $10,070. And that's not including the restitution amount, just that. And we'll
Yes,
get to restitution in a minute.
That's correct.
Brenda, are you gonna try that out and see whether sparkling water and balsamic vinegar will taste like Coke?
I'll have my kids try it first. And then...
All right, I'm putting you on that.
That's a good one.
Okay, do you need this? Okay. Okay, I always like to make sure it has in here that they're not supposed to be employed as a home health care provider or minors. I don't see that on here. Am I missing it?
I don't think they have worked before, but I hope.
So I don't see that in here. If I missed it, let me know. So I always do employment, but they can't be employed as a home health care provider with minors.
I have, Your Honor, $10,346.
I'm sorry, how much? 10,000?
$346.
All right. All right, now next, let's move on to the restitution amount. So for all the cases he has, what is the total amount of restitution he was to pay?
So Your Honor, I have $85,499.46.
Okay, $85,499.46.
Yes.
All right, let's see what we can agree on. How much money did the insurance pay?
$74,465.29.
All right. All right, so by my calculations, and when I say my calculations, I mean my calculator, that leaves $11,034.17 for restitution. Probation, do you have that $74,465.29 was paid by the insurance company?
So the letter that I have has 4 different amounts.
All right, just give me those amounts.
It's $17,364.66.
Mhm.
Two amounts for $25,000. And then $7,100.63.
You say $7,100.63.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. All right, just give me one moment. All right, the court is calling 2022 CR 1796, State of Texas versus Alex Martinez. Where's the attorney?
Just right here.
This one?
It's beautiful morning.
$2,000 bond.
Okay. Is it, there should be a no contact.
Yeah, she's in the courtroom actually.
Okay. Oh, what's the name though?
What?
The name.
I can get it.
Thank you. All right, the court is calling 2022 CR 1796, State of Texas versus Alex Martinez. Can I have parties announced for the record for the state,
Brian Brewer for the state of Texas.
for the defense?
Lorraine Ephraim, Mr. Martinez.
And are you Mr. Martinez?
Yes, Your
Ms. Ephraim, showing you what's entitled discovery acknowledgement. Have you received all the discovery in this case and did you review it with your client?
Yes, Your Honor.
Court will find that the state is in compliance with discovery. Mr. Martinez, I'm showing you what's entitled application for deferred adjudication or community supervision. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, Your Honor.
And did you sign it?
Yes, Your Honor.
Next, I'm showing you what's entitled true bill of indictment. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, Your Honor.
Counsel, do you waive the reading of the indictment?
Yes, Your Honor.
State, are you proceeding on the indictment as presented?
We are, Judge.
Mr. Martinez, I'm showing you what's entitled court admonishments, the defendant's waivers and affidavit of admonitions. Did you review that document with your attorney? Did you understand it? Did you sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, Your
What you're charged with is aggravated assault with a deadly weapon. That's a second-degree felony. The range of punishment is anywhere from 2 to 20 years in prison and up to a $10,000 fine. Did you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
If you have a plea bargain agreement with the state, the court does not have to follow your plea bargain agreement. If for any reason the court does not follow your plea bargain agreement and gives you more than you bargained for, the fact that you entered a plea will not be used against you, and you will be allowed to withdraw your plea. Did you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state will call in the right to remain silent?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you understand by entering this plea bargain agreement, you were giving up those rights?
Yes, Your Honor.
And did you intend to give up those rights and enter into a plea bargain agreement in this case?
Correct. Yes, Your Honor.
Did you understand if the court were to grant your application for deferred adjudication, if for any reason your deferred adjudication were revoked, court could find you guilty and sentence you up to 20 years in prison and up to $10,000 fine? Did you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
Counsel, has your client been able to provide you with any defenses to this offense?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you believe he has a rational as well as a factual understanding of the charges against him?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you believe he's currently competent and was legally sane at the time of the offense?
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Martinez, has anyone threatened you, coerced you, or placed you in fear to get you to enter this plea?
No, Your Honor.
Has anyone promised you anything other than the plea bargain agreement to get you to enter this plea?
No, Your Honor.
Are you satisfied with the way you've been represented?
Yes, Your
Are you a U.S. citizen?
Correct. Yes.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived his right to jury trial. I'm showing you the plea bargain page. Did you review that page with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
According to the plea bargain agreement, punishment is to be assessed at 5 years in the prison. There's an affirmative finding of deadly weapon. The state opposes your application for deferred adjudication. State will take in consideration 2022 CR 1797, grand jury number 768554. Did you understand that to be the plea bargain agreement?
Yes, Your Honor. Oh, yes, ma'am.
All right, defense, is that the plea bargain agreement?
Yes, Your Honor.
State, is that the plea bargain agreement?
It is, Judge.
Next, I'm showing you the paragraph entitled waiver of appeal paragraph. Did you review that paragraph with your attorney? Did you understand it? Did you sign it in both places?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand by signing that you're waiving your right to appeal? The only items that can be appealed are written pretrial motions that have been filed, heard, and ruled upon by the court. Did you understand?
Correct, Your Honor. Yes, ma'am.
Counselor, there being such motions.
None ruled on by the court.
And Mr. Martinez, how do you plead to the indictment? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
No contest.
State, any evidence?
State offers state's exhibit number 1.
No objection.
Mr. Martinez, I'm showing you what's entitled waiver and consent to stipulation of testimony and stipulations. Did you review that document with your attorney? Did you understand it and did you sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, ma'am.
Again, did you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state will call in the right to remain silent?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand that today the state will be presenting evidence in the form of witnesses' statements, But most importantly, there will be no live testimony. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Court will find the defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived and consented to stipulation of testimony and stipulations. Court will accept into evidence states exhibits 1 and attachments and review the same. All right, after reviewing states exhibits 1 and attachments, the court will find there's sufficient evidence to find you guilty. However, the court would defer finding of guilt as you apply for deferred adjudication. Are you proceeding with sentencing?
No, we're gonna, you want the PSI, don't you?
I mean, it's up to you. You. Do you wish to have a PSI?
Well, I was gonna ask if he'd be considered for a MIC or MyOff or some kind of a mental health program.
Okay.
He's currently on what is the medication?
Like,
he's on?
Lexapro and, Respiro for manic bipolar schizophrenia.
So I don't believe it rises to the level of confidence, but I wanted the court to be aware of that he's on that medication currently at the jail.
All right, what is the, then we'll come back on August 8th. And I'm gonna request the TAP evaluation and make my evaluation while in custody. All right, do you expect to call witnesses?
I don't think so, Judge.
State, are you going to have witnesses?
I don't think so either. If we do, it'd be one very short one, Judge, but I don't think we'll have witnesses.
All right, so we'll be back on August 8th. State, did you still wish for the court to sign this? Or would
I
you-
think we shouldn't have sent the dismissals in. I think we'll hold on to this.
Thank you. Oh, I'm sorry, this is yours also.
I think there might be two. Thank you, Judge.
All right, what is the status of the restitution? Are we still looking at that?
Still looking at it, we just need a couple more months.
All right, thank you. Yes.
I haven't done this before, but apparently we need judges' signatures on these reimbursement forms for witnesses that we have here. One on's for that trial and two were for the hearing. With the David Hernandez case, the one where the victim cried really loud. Unforgettable cry.
here.
The MTR.
Oh, so, what is the, complainants?
I'll have it written down, Judge, just so that.
Thank you.
The one I introduced was like, it was with the.
All right, and what is the, bond amount you're requesting?
Just $2,000.
All right, that's it, follow, Troy. Eugene Lee. All right, defense on Troy Lee.
Yes, Judge.
What is happening with this case?
Judge, we've conferred about it and unfortunately, we're not going to be able to make an agreement. This is my first setting on this case. There may be a question about the stop here that I'm going to have to review see if there's any onboard or co-ban video on that might support a motion to suppress.
All right, Ms. Ferguson, can I have a 30-day reset on Mr. Lee? All right, we'll come back on July 11th.
Okay, thanks, Jeff.
And Deputy Laura, you did say that they would bag him at the jail. Yeah, let's send him to the jail, yeah. Because I don't know, you're right, because I don't know county court number 7, I don't know what extra conditions they add automatically. And who is the other person in the box?
That's for Mr. Sawyer.
All right, well, we're gonna send him back as well. And we can recall him next week. Let me see the file on the person in the box. And is that the last person?
Yes, ma'am, but I have, yes, ma'am. It's mine, or Matthew. Oh, that's right.
What date you want to call him back? Yes. Mr. Matthews, we're going to bring you back on the 21st. Your attorney will be here at that time. And there should be an update on the evaluation. Which evaluation was he waiting on? Have you been seen by a doctor? Yes. All right, when did you see them? All right, so we need to find out.
He was found competent.
Okay.
Yes, sir, that was done already. That's why it was set. Could you tell me to send them right away when we get them?
All right, so recall this for the 21st and tell Mr. Sawyer he needs to be here.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, thank you.
Yeah.
I guess.
On this case, I'll motion to have that extended for a year, please. And he's due to expire So if we can have that done as quickly as possible. It was set for compliance the other day, but he didn't show, so I'll extend.
If Pat becomes, does he have a pending MTO?
No, he doesn't, but,
So if he doesn't sign it, you know that, you want to change that?
yes, if he doesn't install, sign the extension, yes. Here's that one. Nora, we still have Isaac Lowe. What is happening with that?
He's a judge, he has a warrant.
A warrant on this case?
Yes.
Okay.
Mr. Reynolds wanted me to set it today, with him to try to get him to court.
All right, could I see the file on Lowe, please? Thank you.
After him, try to convince him that he just doesn't want to show up.
Yes, we got Can you go back to
Yes.
This is the Mr. Ellis. No, I just signed that. I just did his reset.
Can I get arrested?
She was already certain, like she was talking.
All right, so any update probation?
Okay.
Your Honor,
All right, figuring we'll make you put your hair in a ponytail.
I am hot.
It's hot.
So from the calculations, the top number is the total restitution that was assessed.
Yes.
Then the second number is what he paid in cash. And then the third number is what was, the balance, the difference between those two.
Okay.
That other number underneath right there is what USAA paid. And then I put what he paid in cash.
So he doesn't owe anything?
No.
All right. state?
Figure it out.
From our calculations, he doesn't owe anything.
And I'm not in charge of the
I mean, we,
$14,000 that may or may not have been paid over. So according to this, he doesn't owe anything.
Okay, that's all I worry about. I mean, obviously, like I said, the over stuff. That's probation stuff.
Hey, we don't pass blame.
I mean, that's what
Well-
that's what I have.
Well, I will tell you what, when he looks at probation, he should not look at you.
Don't
'cause
look
you-
at me.
You were not collecting
Yeah.
the money. All right. So then he will expire. I
So we
think
don't
he
need to
has
do it?
already expired.
But do we need to do a withdrawal on the
Yes.
MTR? I can just
Well,
withdraw
Yes,
it.
just do a withdrawal on the MTR
Okay.
for both of them and he's done.
Okay.
I hope you've learned from this.
Your Honor, can I say something real quick?
Sure.
It's been a long 12 years. I did 2 years in pretrial and I did 10 years on.
Oh, you can come up.
Oh. 10 years on probation and I really did learn a lot. And thank you very much for this opportunity. It's just really nice to move past this chapter in my life.
All right, thank you so much. I'm glad you've learned a lot.
Well, I did, man. You know, I had to grow up real quick. This wreck happened when I was 23. So, and I'm a father as well. And it's, you know, if someone comes up here saying they can't do it, I have 5 felonies. I had to start my own business and do things on my own without a license for the first couple of years. And, you know, you can do it. Just gotta put your head down and do work, man.
All right, thank you so much.
Thank you so much, man.
All right, good luck to
Thank
you.
Thank you for your time, Your Honor. Thank you.
All right, so they're just gonna do, we'll just remain till they do the motion
Oh, okay.
to withdraw and then I'll sign it and we'll be
Okay.
done.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, you're welcome. Here you are. And could you do that as a successful? Okay, thanks. All right, then we will be back on,
If you want, like, just. I take it first.
well, we'll be back. I was looking for you. Renee. Yeah, well, we're gonna be back on the 21st because as we know, Juneteenth is upon us. So I will be out celebrating Juneteenth on the 17th, 18th, 19th, and 20th. And then, where is Michael Villarreal? I will continue to celebrate Pride Month.
Yeah, the pre-trial,
Okay.
That's not a mandatory meeting downstairs
mandatory meeting.
Oh, there's a mandatory meeting?
in the central jury room. They're giving out pins.
So we can all watch Ryan receive his pin.
Oh, you're getting a pin?
10 years.
Oh, congratulations. And I'm celebrating Juneteenth, Pride Month, and for Michael Villarreal, and also
Right.
his pin.
10-year pin. Yeah.
But you know what? Nobody celebrated when I received my 5-year pin.
I know, mine either, because it was during COVID.
You know, we're gonna have to do that on the 21st.
Yeah, that's a little.
That sounds like a-
All right, so we'll be back on the 21st at 9 a.m. on the Stop Live stream.